Federation for Mental Health. Yes. Today we are going to present and to acknowledge the first three recipients of the Richard C. Hunter World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence, which recognizes the excellent work that is going on throughout the world as a part of the World Mental Health Day campaign, which we are tremendously happy. In 2004, the Board of Directors of the World Mental Health Day created the Richard C. Hunter World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence. Richard Hunter was the Deputy Secretary General for the World Federation for Mental Health from 1983 through 2002. Dick envisioned World Mental Health Day as a global and unified effort to promote greater public awareness and understanding of mental health and mental illness. His dream continues to be realized each year on October 10, which is now celebrated annually as World Mental Health Day in over 100 countries. The Richard C. Hunter World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence was established by the board following Mr. Hunter's death as a memorial and a continuing way to recognize his 60-plus years of service as a mental health advocate, reformer, Mental Health Association and WFMH staff member and volunteer, and as the creator in 1992 of World Mental Health Day. The award recognizes an organization each year who has taken the theme that has been established for World Mental Health Day and has demonstrated excellence and persistence in their campaigns and in their efforts. So we look at both the award applications as to how well the organizations embodied the theme that was selected for World Mental Health Day, the scope and the content and the quality of their activities. We have had tremendous response to the World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence, beginning in 2004. In 2004, the theme for World Mental Health Day was the relationship between physical and mental health, co-occurring physical and mental disorders. The recipient of the 2004 World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence was FACES, the Spanish Confederation for people and families with mental illnesses. FACES does a tremendous campaign every year. And in this particular campaign, they used the materials and the campaign to convince the federal government to change their policies with regard to making available latest medications and also to improve the overall mental health policy for the country. We presented and acknowledged their award at the 2005 annual meeting in Cairo. The 2005 World Mental Health Day campaign was mental and physical health across the lifespan and continued to address the issues of the relationship between physical and mental health. The campaign recipient and the award recipient for the 2005 Award of Excellence was Agrawal Neuropsychiatric Center in Kota, India. A tremendous campaign that translated all of the materials at a number of very active and public events and media events. And we're very pleased today to have directors of the center here to accept the award. And Dr. Agrawal, if you would come up, and Dr. Copeland will present you with the award.
It gives me great pleasure to present you with this award. Thank you.
Mr. President, Secretary General, and all the office bearers of World Federation Mental Health, Chairman of the Organizing Committee and his team, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Dear friends, I cannot forget the day of 24 January 2006 when I received an envelope from World Federation Mental Health Day containing a letter in which conveyed that I am the winner of Excellence World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence 2005. I thought I am dreaming, but after some time I realized it is true. I was excited and conveyed message to all the staff of the Agrawal Neuropsychiatry Center, Kota, India. We are doing grassroots work for the promotion of mental health for the last 30 years. Maximum work done in the WHO Mental Health Year 2001-2002, but not reported to World Federation Mental Health and also not to WHO. First time we reported to World Federation Mental Health in 2003 and 2004, but never bothered to see on website on project reports because of underestimating of our work. In July 2005, when I was searching for the World Federation Mental Health Day theme, I clicked on project report 2004 at 1:30 a.m. Therefore, there was good coverage of my projects with number of photographs. Immediately I awoke my wife, Dr. M L Agrawal, sitting in front. She was also deeply involved in this work. Then we clicked on 2003 report. There were 20 lines of Indian work, out of which 10 lines about my exhibition during Dasara fair in Kota. This was positive reinforcement for me. Therefore, I worked more in 2005. I applied, submitted my nomination for Richard Hunter Award 2005, but never bothered to see the result for 6-7 months unless I received letter from World Federation Mental Health. Today, I am very happy, but at the same time, I am worried that if our work is worth winner of RC Hunter Award, then journey to promote mental health is very long, and we need to do more and continuous efforts to promote mental health. I request to my all fellow colleagues to come out of air-conditioned rooms and go in community, work with the common man if you want to promote mental health. Last but not least, I would like to thank Mr. President, Secretary General, members of jury, and all the directors of World Federation Mental Health. I will also like to thank to Chairman Organizing Committee and his team for excellent arrangement, especially for dedicated volunteer services. Thank you to all of you. Best of luck.
Thank you very much, Dr. Agrawal. We are just extremely grateful for the effort and the methods of educating the public and in your community and throughout India about these issues. The 2006 World Mental Health Day campaign theme was Building Awareness, Reducing Risk, Mental Illness, and Suicide. This campaign probably was the most widely utilized and publicized of all of the campaigns since 1992. We had an absolute tremendous response and request for the materials. And we typically send out and distribute about 4,000 copies of the World Mental Health Day campaign materials packet each year to organizations in over 150 countries. And one of the most gratifying messages that we've received about the campaign materials is that for some of the organizations, particularly the grassroots organizations in low-income countries and developing countries, this, they say, is the only packet of mental health education and awareness materials that they receive without charge every year, which makes the work and the effort worthwhile, certainly for us. Well, we had a great response to World Mental Health Day 2006, and it was very difficult to select the recipient for this year's, for the 2006 Award of Excellence. But we did select it. And the 2006 World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence was awarded to the Ministry of Health of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They too took the packet, translated it completely, carried out a number of nationwide activities on October 10, and expressed the indication that their work, because although suicide is very low rates in Saudi Arabia and Arabic countries, has been increasing significantly in the last few years. And so they took this campaign as an effort to really begin a major push to educate the public and to work to prevent suicide. Unfortunately, the representative from the Ministry of Health was planning to be at this meeting, but had to notify us just the day before yesterday that they would not be able to be here to accept the award. We will certainly forward that award to them and the congratulations of this body for their work and for their effort. I'd like to then mention that the 2007 World Mental Health Day theme, as I think you all know if you've been here this week, is mental health in a rapidly changing world, the impact of culture and diversity. We see that this campaign also hopefully will be a very popular one, and that we will see organizations who will make application to receive the World Mental Health Day Award of Excellence for the 2007 campaign. It could be you. In closing, I would like to extend some special thanks and recognition with regard to the campaign. Dr. Pat Franciosi, immediate past president of the Federation, has also been very active on a regular basis for a number of years as the campaign committee chair for World Mental Health Day, and has had a great deal of involvement and input. And she, because of a family illness, is unable to be here this year to actually present these awards, which I'm doing on her behalf. Also, I'd like to recognize Deborah McGuire, Program Director of Programs at the World Federation for Mental Health, who has been engaged in the campaign for a number of its 15 years, and who has certainly served as the coordinator for the campaign. And you see the continuing growth and development of the campaign as we move ahead. So I'd like to say a very special thanks to Debbie for her work in this particular area. We can only make these campaign packets, and this year I believe we're planning to send out about 7,500 of the packets. We can only make those available to organizations who need them and who use them through the support of our various sponsors, and both in foundations, corporations, and the National Institute of Mental Health, the Center for Mental Health Services in the United States. So we certainly thank them for making this campaign materials and these events possible. And then finally, to thank all of you who have taken the World Mental Health Day themes and has made the campaign what it is, a truly global activity, a global and unified message that hopes to increase awareness, reduce risk, and reduce the stigma that serves as a barrier for so many people to continue to receive the services that they need. So, on that...
Impressive. And I'm sure your wife was pretty involved as well by the sound of it.
All translation done by her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hindi translation.